Hello, friends. Welcome to today's show. I'm Dr. Helen, founder, that's Chief Engagement Officer of Dr. Helen Holton and Associates, and your host for Dr. Helen Speaks, Strengths, Resilience, and Leadership. I am so excited about today's show. As I was preparing for it, I realized today is the 1-year anniversary. November 30th is when I did my absolute first episode. Now, I'm saying this and I'm bragging about it because I cannot believe I have done it. Everything I come to you with and talk to you about is what I'm living every day. And that's my best life ever. It wasn't always this way. Resilience, gratitude, grace, and commitment can bring your dreams to life. How do I know? Because I'm living it. I didn't always believe I'd be in this space and at this place. And oh my goodness, what I bring to you is how I'm living to live my best life ever. And what leaders do who really are humbled and honored to be in that space can only get to be there because of people like you. You're leaders in your own right. And when you take advantage and really own that for yourself, oh my goodness, it is incredible. So I feel like a bottle of champagne where the cork is just ready to be popped to just keep on going, overflowing, full of bubbles and excitement and all the sentiments that come along with that. And yes, I love champagne. If you don't like champagne, there's sparkling cider, there are other things. But to watch the pop of a cork at a celebration of life for one thing or another takes you to a whole nother level. And today, that's why we're talking about an attitude of gratitude. You know, I follow quite a few leaders, Brian Tracy being one of them, who said, develop an attitude of gratitude and give thanks for everything that happens to you, knowing that every step forward is a step toward achieving something bigger and better than your current situation. Oh my goodness, there are these things in life that come across your screen that hit you that you're just like, yeah, I know, I'm going to try it. Time and patience. I love it. There are different kinds of times, and as human beings, we live in chronos time. That's minutes, seconds, hours, days that sometimes seem to go on forever. And other times it's like, oh my goodness, where did time go? Well, it is pretty consistent. We are the ones that are not. And when you elevate the power of gratitude in your life, wow, sometimes time just seems to be going by so quickly that you come up against things that you've hoped for, wished for, worked for. And then you open your eyes on a conscious level and realize you've achieved them. Okay, I know how I feel on the inside. I don't know if it's coming through to you, but I'm feeling it, I'm loving it, and I'm glad that you're here to share this with me today. And we've been talking about a lot of things. We just wrapped up our series on the 5 levels of leadership. Powerful, powerful. I mean, I'm still glowing from just the information, the outpouring. And it's not just me, it's based upon the leaders I follow, the readings I do. It's as I always say to you, if you aren't following people with more knowledge and insight, leaders who you admire, to learn from them, you're not going to be an effective leader. The best leaders in this life are lifelong learners. Lifelong learners. And I'm learning to show up in that space differently. The longer I do it, the more I delve into it. It's about going deep. Going deep. Each week, we meet and explore topics to help you level up your leadership. How does this happen, you might be saying? Well, what we know is this. And I'm talking about the colleagues that I live in professional community with. We know that when you learn ways to leverage your strengths, which are the best of who you are, if you spend too much time trying to master something that, number one, you're really not that good at it, and number two, it's not in the main consciousness of what you want to achieve. You learn to navigate weaknesses and blind spots, and we all have them. I promise you, there's not a human being living that doesn't have weaknesses and blind spots, because if we were good at everything we thought we were good at, somehow we'd be morphed into not the unique individuals that we are. So yes, we want to navigate weaknesses and blind spots because we have them and they get in the way of our success. Truth be told, that's what they really serve to do. So when you're belaboring that point with them, stop, pause, take a moment and reflect on, why am I doing this? And then delegate it. Reach out to someone who's got, that's what one of their sweet spots are, to help you get it done. And in doing that, what you're actually doing is you are building resilience. Now, resilience is a power that helps you persevere and push through life's obstacles and roadblocks so that you can get to what you want. These three elements, strengths, weaknesses, and resilience, are keys to equip, empower, and elevate you forward on your unique path to success. So take advantage of them. Make it happen. You know, it's what I call the E3 squared. That's our formula at Dr. Helen Holton and Associates. Our E3 squared formula is what we do. We equip, empower, and elevate executives, entrepreneurs, and emerging leaders to do and be more of what our world needs today. And what do we need more of? We need you to show up at your best as a leader. That's what's going to turn the tide on these crazy days we're living in. And yes, these days we're living in are unprecedented. Today it was in 1963, today, November 22nd, that President John F. Kennedy was assassinated. Now, there are people who are still living life from a framework of before the assassination of JFK to after, and how it changed the world, and changed the world it did. So when you recognize what keeps you going, and I say that because it's a historic moment. So if you didn't know it, jot it down. When I think about it, I was a toddler. I didn't know what really was happening in the world. And shortly thereafter, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated. Pre and post have a lot to do with gratitude and how it shows up for us. So using our ACE model to help manifest the reality of E3 squared, ACE is action, communication, and engagement. Just like Serena Williams did so many hundreds of times when she threw that ball in the air and aced another point. Action, communication, and engagement. These three help you move toward your goals. ACE are skills to help you level up your leadership for more success, less stress, and greater joy in life. I don't know anyone who said to me, oh, I don't want greater joy in my life. Oh no, I love stress. Bring it on, bring it on. Oh, and who doesn't want more success? We have worked, tested, refined this model to accelerate your ability to get what you want from life. These things unlock your most direct path to be seen, heard, and impactful. How you engage with yourself and others is what sets you apart from anyone else. Now, some of you may know I'm a big Gallup Clifton Strengths person. I am. It was a life changer for me, and I can unequivocally say, I would not be on the path I am today without that journey opening me up to potential to live my best life ever. Gallup's research says that people who have the opportunity to use their strengths are 6 times as likely to be engaged in the work that you do, and 3 times as likely to report having an excellent quality of life, not just a good quality of life, an excellent quality of life. That's like living your best life ever. Think about that for a moment. I want you to let that sink in. 3 times. That is a 300% increase. I mean, I can't even fathom what that looks like, because I know I'm still on the journey, but I can tell you I'm living my best life ever because gratitude, resilience, and God's grace have anchored me to take on anything that life throws my way. Now, it doesn't mean I don't get flustered or I can't talk to you right now, or whatever it may take for me to realize and come back to my senses of what I know. And that's grace, resilience, and gratitude. Repetition is the motherhood of all learning. And it helps us to be in that space when we most need it. It gives us that reminder. It's like resilience. You don't become resilient overnight. Clearly, it is not something we're born with. And you can do the research I already have. It is something that you build throughout your life. What does that mean? Daily habits, practices, ways of being. For me, before my feet hit the ground, I have some quiet time with God. That's really important to me. It sets the tone so that no matter what else happens in the course of the day, something's going to bring me back to that quiet space and place with my Creator. And it keeps me on solid ground when everything else seems uncertain. And that's a lot of where we all find ourselves today. The uncertainty, as I shared before, it's like a VUCA world: volatility, uncertainty, complexities, and ambiguities that jumble things up, make it difficult for us to find a clear path to follow. That's why building resilience is what keeps you going stronger. What I find interesting, I guess I'd say it was probably the pandemic that really caused things like resilience and DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion, and other things to raise their volume in our consciousness. However, if you don't spend time to really investigate and find out what they mean in general, and then what they mean for you, it'll be a little challenging to bring forth value to them to help propel you forward. How does success show up for you? What does it look like? Here are 3 clear ways to measure it. And before I even go there, every time a new opportunity unfolds, every time a client says yes, when prospective clients say no, it teaches me something, and I'm grateful for the learning. If we only learn from the good things that happen to us in life, how would we know that they were really good without something to measure them against? So when I talk about what does success look like, how does it show up, I want you to be clear on how you can measure your forward progress in whatever undertaking you're pursuing. So number 1, an improvement in your performance. Are you recognizing that you're putting forth more effort, capturing little wins? We often miss the little wins. It's like, my analogy is like miracles. People, oh, I'm waiting for a miracle. Miracles happen every day. I woke up this morning. Oh my goodness, it was a miracle. Oh, I was in my right mind. There's another miracle. I put my feet on the floor and could stand up and walk. We are inundated with miracles, moment by moment, with every breath we take. And I'm not poo-pooing on the massive miracles, like people being saved in horrific accidents. No, they're miracles too. But don't discount the little miracles that add up to the big things that matter most to you. Yeah. So, an improvement in your performance. One way you can measure what success looks like for you. Number two, an uptick, an increase in productivity. Are you getting more things done? Are you producing more widgets? Are you serving more customers? Are you helping more people that need help and support? Whatever it is, you know when you're increasing your productivity for what matters most to you, which embodies your definition of living your best life. I'm convinced that living your best life isn't fully achieved if you aren't somehow serving and helping others. Because we all need each other in this life to survive and to move forward. And when you do it, it gives you a warm feeling inside, or at least it gives me a warm feeling inside. So there you go. I'm projecting out what I get onto you because it's a good thing. Thirdly, success is the ability to recognize and experience growth in your prosperity potential. And it could be you, your family, your team that you lead, the company that you own and have created. Whatever that measurement is, or that thing you want to say, yes, I am clearly aware of growth in my prosperity potential. Now, I like prosperity potential better than profits. They're not quite the same because profits always makes me think about dollars and cents. It's the CPA in me, certified public accountant. I can't help it. However, when I think about prosperity potential, it brings into focus the reality of God. And for me, God is the creator that makes all things possible. All things. Prosperity potential. Everything that brings you joy, that moves you forward in the richness in life, is not always about dollars and cents. So 3 things: improvement in your performance, increase in productivity, and growth in your prosperity potential. A stronger bottom line, a more solid foundation, the rock upon which you stand, live, breathe, and have your being, however you want to see it. These 3 measures help you monitor your path forward for what you want on purpose, not by accident, that you've set your sights to, that you've rolled up your sleeves and are willing to dig in and do the work. You see, what you want on purpose, with intention, and on your terms only happens when you name it, claim it, and aim your efforts toward it. So, as your show host, coach, connector, and convener of leaders, Dr. Helen Speaks is a resource to support you in how to optimize your leadership, life, and legacy. Do you have the opportunity to do what you do best every day? I love to ask this question every week because, number one, it's a powerful question to reflect on, to get your mind moving, to help you find and focus on what you do best. What's life like when you're in your zone of purpose, passion, and power? Yeah. I want you all to know I'm feeling it today. So I'm so excited that you're here with me to share in my joy for a moment. We use at Dr. Helen Holton and Associates, a heart and head focused approach to help you achieve more success, less stress, and greater joy in life. Our work lives in the space of professional development and personal growth, two things that help you to move towards what you want. Remember, lifelong learners. That's why today we're talking about an attitude of gratitude. Another person who I just adore, I read her first book when I was like at the age of 9 or 10, Maya Angelou. Yes. Maya Angelou said, "Let gratitude be the pillow upon which you kneel to say your nightly prayer. And let faith be the bridge you build to overcome evil and welcome good." That's powerful. That's powerful. It really is. This is why I love reading. True confession. I love reading books. However, I'm challenged at reading a book from the beginning to the very end. I often thought about what caused that. And then I decided, you know what? There are a lot of other things I can set my sights to than that. But I will tell you, I'm developing the muscle to want to read and get to the end of the book. Even if I skip through a couple of parts in the middle, I know I can come back to them and I think I know where they may be going. But to go from cover to cover, yeah. So I'm learning new ways to do it. I love, technology. Well, you don't know. I will tell you my truth. Technology is not something I'm super talented at. It is not one of my strengths. I consider myself a halfway decent end user. Kindle and Audible, and I'm not promoting those brands. They just are what I have that works for me. I love reading the words while listening to the story be told to me. That's like a 2-for-1. So if I'm on an airplane or someplace where I'm waiting, a doctor's office, motor vehicle administration, those places where when you go, take something with you because you're going to have to sit and wait before someone's available to see you. Yeah. It helps us, taking us back to ACE, authentic communication and engagement, are essential elements to your ability to connect deeply with other people. They contribute to your efforts to level up your leadership, to chart your unique path, to be seen, heard, and impactful. Come on, we all want to have that sense, that feeling that we belong to a community, an organization, a group of friends, your tribe. And you can have several of them, but we all want to know that. And how you engage with yourself and communicate with others helps to set you apart from anyone else, to give you a genuine sense of belonging and develop deep relationships with people. The world gets to connect with you at your best. And isn't that what you really want? This is your path to power that leads to more. My personal commitment to you is to help you bring your best self, your A game for the world to experience. This is one place where we connect and engage deeper to make that happen. If you really want to see how you can make that happen for you, go to my website, drhelenholton.com. Yeah, drhelenholton.com. Reach out to me, and let's spend a little time together, helping you to recalibrate or get started or move forward on your path to living your best life ever. As a strengths, resilience, and leadership coach, you may believe that I've got it all figured out. I don't. Yes, I work with leaders to be the best leaders they can be through coaching, mentoring, consulting, training, whatever it takes. But understand this. I know that's a formula that works because I have coaches, mentors, a personal advisory board, and others that help me to grow and become better, to stretch, to think, be, and do. Remember, TBD, think, be, and do more with intention and on purpose. Not by accident. I don't want to stumble over, oh, yeah, I did that. That was oh, how did I get there? What did I do to make it happen? No, I want to be able to go back into my playbook if I want to share it with someone else who's stuck, feeling like they're in a rut and don't know where to go to begin to move forward. That's what we're here for. Success is not a solo journey. However, it does require you to spend some time alone and with others, deciding how you intend to pursue what you want. What I have learned is the best way I can support you is to stand with you and for you in pursuit of what you want for your life, to help you as a leader to stretch, grow, and uncover the truth of who you are and what you want. That's the greatest value I can bring to you. And my primary goal is to motivate, inspire, and help you change your reality to gain clarity on moving ahead in pursuit of your dreams and desires. Your greatest deserves nothing less. And I'm ready for your breakthrough to your best you. How ready are you? Let me know. Dr. Helen Speaks is a resource to help you get to where you want to be. That's why I keep changing things up. And I'm so excited about where we're going from here. Woo! So make sure you reach out to me. We're going to share some resources today to help get you moving forward, because we want you to operate with your A game. One of the ways we do this is to help you navigate, move around those things that get in your way. When you can clear the clutter of weaknesses, you open up space for new opportunities to grow. It's not about how to make your weaknesses strengths. Instead, it's about how you develop your strengths to diminish or mitigate the weaknesses that keep wanting to crop up and get in your way of your success. Yes, and building your resilience. You know, just the very mere fact that I'm standing here before you today is a living example. I'm a product of the proof and power of resilience. I've learned to push through life's interruptions, and I want to help you do the same thing. That's why we use the approach we do to help you achieve more of what you want, personally and professionally. One of my daily mantras from John Maxwell is this: everything in life rises and falls on leadership. The world becomes a better place when people become better leaders. It keeps me humble, honest with myself, and doing the things I do to help leaders develop yourself and those you lead. When you become a better leader, it positions you to do the same for the people you lead. That's empowerment. That's what I want for you. This is a learned truth, that if you aren't learning from other leaders who know more than you, how well equipped are you as a leader? Think about, hopefully you have a little time to yourself over the next few days. What do you do to continually grow and develop your leadership? None of us are born great leaders or even good leaders. However, we can become great leaders. It takes commitment, investment, and intention to learn, grow, and develop as a leader that other people want to follow. If no one's following you, it's a sure sign that you're not a leader. Join us next week Follow me on LinkedIn at Dr. Helen Holton, or check out the website, drhelenholton.com, to keep moving forward to your best you. We'll be here waiting for you.